One of my favorite memories about Ensaymada when I was a young girly pop is going to either Goldilocks or Red Ribbon when I was a kid. I feel like it was either you liked Red Ribbon more or Goldilocks more. I personally loved Goldilocks Ensaymada, and then I would get it for school in the morning for breakfast, and then I would leave it in my backpack all day. I would leave it in my backpack all day, and then by the time it was like after school to eat it, it would be smushed. It'd be smushed and it would be warm, but it would still hit like, oh my God. Sometimes I would eat it like when I got home and it would be in my backpack still. I'll be like, you didn't eat that earlier. And it would just be flat. Oh, so good. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cookin' with Tea. Clearly, I've been bringing you some of my favorite childhood bangers, and we haven't had an episode on Tea's Treats in a moment. So we're gonna be making ensaymada, which is one of my childhood favorites of all time. Let's get into it. So for those of you that don't know what an ensaymada is, it is a delicious, sweet, high-fat bread that gets cheese grated on top, okay? Filipinos love a sweet, salty moment. We love putting cheese in desserts. We love putting avocado in dessert. We love putting corn in dessert. That's just how we give it up, okay? It makes perfect sense. It is gonna be a yeast dough. So we're gonna start out by getting our milk warm, so that way we can activate the yeast. So we're gonna start out by getting our milk nice and warm. We do not want it piping hot. Yeast activates between around 98 degrees and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Can we triple check that? 105 to 115. I lied, 98. It wouldn't even wake up at 98. 105 to 115, that's when things start to get activating in yeast land. Anything higher would kill it, anything under it would pretty much not wake it up at all. So we have our milk doing its thing. Is this locked? Oh, here we go again with the appliances. We got some flour in here. You could do this by hand if you'd like, but we're just gonna pop this into a KitchenAid. Got some flour working. Into the mixer, we're also gonna add a little bit of salt. The milk is actually nice and warm now. I think that's perfect. If you touch it and it's too hot, you're probably not doing it right. So I'm gonna add, actually, I'm gonna just add the yeast directly into the pan here. I'm gonna rein that in, let it bloom, do its thing. Also, we're gonna be adding some sugar into the flour as well, but yeast loves sugar. So to help activate it a little bit, we're gonna add some sugar and just feed it on up. A little mixy mix. We're gonna let that develop some bubbles and wake up. Then we're gonna add the rest of our sugar into the flour. While that's working, I'm gonna go ahead and start cracking our eggs. Essentially, this is kind of similar vibes to like a brioche bread, if you will. Super high fat butter, eggs, milk, all the things. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I'm just kidding. Imagine. Where's the spatula? Look at that. Beautiful. It smells really, really good. I love the smell of like yeast. I don't know what, it just does something to me. We're getting some action, we're getting some bubbles. You know, the more you speak life into your yeast, the better it's gonna feed you. I used to have a few starters before I stopped taking care of them. They've all died. I definitely want to get back into starter. I should probably start making starter again and like develop this recipe with a starter from scratch. But this is fairly easy for everybody to get into, so let us do it. You know, it's like waking up in the morning. Do you rush right up? Do you get up right away, Jack? My mom hated waking me up. I'm not a morning person. I am not gonna lie, waking me up is like pulling teeth. She hated it. She was like, get up and go to school. I'd be like, I really don't wanna go. So I don't feel like getting up. Get up. I hated waking up. Oh my goodness. I'm not a morning person, but these days I'm really trying to become more of one. So yeah, I guess definitely I'm kind of like yeast in the morning when waking up. I need a little sugar, I need a little warmth. You know, I need somebody to speak some life into me. I need a little swirl. The boo-boos, we have lots of them now. I think a lot of people sometimes are afraid to make yeast doughs and yeast breads and use yeast because they're like, oh my God, I'm gonna kill it. But I think if you just like play with the temperature and be mindful about it and don't like campfire it and turn it all the way up and roast and cook the heck out of it, I think just like playing with the heat is definitely the best way to go about it. Just even as I did right now, I knew it needed a little bit more warmth to help wake it up. So now that we're there and she is bubbly, see, it's like when you wake up in the morning, you need to wake up to get bubbly and get it going. You know what I'm saying? If it's not bubbly, it's not gonna work. So let's get this up in the mixer now. Ooh, that was fast. That was a lot. Alrighty, we're gonna rein in our beautiful milk yeasty mix. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gorgeous. Just gonna give a little scrapey scrape, help aid the sides here, get the dough working. Beautiful. And now what's gonna help this come together is more fat. If you can imagine, we're gonna add our eggs in. Once again, fold. You always wanna help the KitchenAid out, you know? A little mixy mix again. And as it slowly starts to come together, we're gonna add in the softened butter. Uh-oh, just got butter all on the top of it. Oops. You also wanna add the butter when the dough is fairly warm because it's also gonna help help melt the butter. We're gonna go half a stick at a time. Why is 2 so fast? I feel like this is a fast 2. There goes the butter again. Beautiful, beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's a little bit sticky, which is good. We want it to be sticky, but I also don't want it to be super wet before I just hit it with a light knead. So I'm gonna probably add another couple of tablespoons. Also, depending on the climate where you are, your dough might be a little bit wetter or drier. So this is exactly perfect now. This is great. She's wet, she's sticky, but she'll fall right out like that. So I wanna lightly, not overwork it, but just till it lightly comes together like this. And then you wanna let the dough rest and cover it with a towel, especially in somewhere like a nice warm place. I think that's ideal. A warm towel will also really help out with allowing the yeast to be luscious and gorgeous. I'm actually gonna just pop this back into this and cover it and then bring over a piece of dough that has been risen. Magical things are happening here. Wow, the dough, it's risen. It's tripled in size. Love that for us. Let's take it out. Gorgeous. Do you see the yeast, the bubbles, all the bubbles on that side? Gorgeous. She's rested. We're gonna just start breaking these balls down. One of my favorite memories about Ensaymada when I was a young girly pop is going to either Goldilocks or Red Ribbon when I was a kid. I feel like it was either you liked Red Ribbon more or Goldilocks more. I personally loved Goldilocks Ensaymada, and then I would get it for school in the morning for breakfast, and then I would leave it in my backpack all day. I would leave it in my backpack all day, and then by the time it was like after school to eat it, it would be smushed. It'd be smushed and it would be warm, but it would still hit like, oh my God. Sometimes I would eat it like when I got home and it would be in my backpack still. I'll be like, you didn't eat that earlier. And it would just be flat. Oh, so good. It's so good, y'all. Like, The cheese and the butter and the sugar on top, OMG. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3. So for me, I like to, when I roll and shape my ball, I like to use the bottom side of my hand, the pinky side, and kind of like swoop and help shape the dough into a circle. And I don't want to overwork it too much, so you could use 2 hands and then you have like one little ball of dough. It's okay if the bottom isn't super round, you could always pinch it, no worries. And you come up with something like this. Beautiful. We're gonna continue. Sometimes you could do 2 hands. This is when I was really good, I would be able to do 2 hands. I haven't done this in a minute though. So just a little bit like this, that's another one. And then once we're done with this, we're gonna let this rise again for another 20 minutes. Beauty. Gorgeous. I love a good fatty dough. Good old fatty dough. I feel like also a lot of people, when they think of ensaymada, they think of something that's like savory moment, but not necessarily. Oh, I thought I counted 9. Am I losing it? She's losing her mind, y'all. We love a Tease Treats moment. We haven't done a little sweet moment on Tease Treats in a second, actually. It's quite a shame. But we're back and we're better. And this is gonna be damn delicious. So what's gonna happen is we're going to actually allow this to rise one more time before we bake them. And we're gonna cover it with a towel again. And I like to let it rise on top of the oven or by the oven, somewhere nice and warm, somewhere nice and high, because you know heat rises to the top. So there's that. Beautiful. BRB. So we're gonna add a little bit of butter to the top of these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous rolls that have been swapped into a different pan. Don't ask me any questions, okay? They just magically appear here like this. We're gonna melt some butter, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop them into the oven with a little bit of milk at the bottom as well. What that's gonna do is help make sure it's super moist, and then the butter is just gonna add a nice nuttiness to it and some fattiness to it. And we're also gonna use some of the melted butter at the end to brush on top. So that way when we add the sugar and grate the cheese, it has something to stick to. We're gonna pour some butter on top, y'all. What this is also gonna do is add for a nice like browning and some beautiful color on the buns. I'm gonna add just a teensy weensy little bit of milk at the bottom. Have y'all seen when they add cream to the cinnamon rolls and then bake them? It's kind of like the same concept. Make sure it's super, super duper moist. This looks so good. Go just a little bit in the middle. Lovely. Into the oven they go. So suspicious. Have you heard suspicious? Have you heard that song? Don't be suspicious. All right, BRB. Hey. Came fresh out of my oven. Wow, this smells so good. It's giving the fresh bakery. Like this smells, oh my God, this smells just like the perfect ensaymada. Immediately when it comes out, what we're gonna do, oh my God, just pour the butter on there. You wanna make sure there's enough moisture for the sugar to stick, y'all. The sugar and the cheese. This is totally up to y'all. If you guys wanna go heavy sugar, you can. I'm gonna go a decent amount of some sugar. Also, when you're doing this, you wanna grate the cheese while it's hot because the cheese will also kind of melt onto the bread. I really cannot wait to eat this. I was just saying while they were in the oven, I was like, yo, this is gonna be the best bite ever. This block is way too big. Let me cut it in half. Gorgeous. You could go thick cheese, you could go skinny cheese. I'm gonna go skinny cheesies. And I think what I'm gonna do is actually grate it onto the cutting board so I have some control. But y'all, she smells divine, she looks divine. I'm gonna go a little bit cray-cray on the cheese. When it comes to the cheese, you definitely wanna use like a beautiful mild cheddar. You don't want something super sharp for this because it is a dessert. You just wanna have a nice little pop of sweetness. I mean, pop of saltiness. I know you guys are probably like, what? Dessert bun with cheese? Yes, we're gonna let them kind of melt. If I'm being honest with you, I almost even want to broil them. Love, this is also a little bit of a workout. Beautiful. I'm gonna pop this back in the oven just so we get the cheese a little bit melty. Because if not, we're gonna wait for 5 minutes for this cheese to melt. Might as well pop it back in the oven. BRB. Oh my gosh, y'all. This looks so good. I'm so happy with how these turned out. It smells divine. I can't breathe, I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited. I can't help it. I'm gonna be greedy and I'm gonna get the middle piece. I know that's crazy. I hate when I see people do that, but like I think I can do it because I made it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, and it's freshly baked and it's warm and it's melting. Oh my gosh. The middle piece is crazy. That's fine. Extra sugar? Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's like so soft. It's almost like the butter just seeped all the way through. The milk helped keep it moist too. I'm going in for a hot bite. That's crazy. This is probably like the best ensaymada recipe I've ever made. It's so good. It's soft, it's salty, it's sweet. The dough is literally so soft and shaggy. It just wants to like pull apart. This is it. This is ensaymada from my childhood reimagined, the 2.0. So good. I'm calling this piece 2 right here. This corner piece? I'm gonna take that piece too.
Perfectly round one.
This is the perfectly round one. Okay, this is mine, dibs on that. You guys can have the rest. Honestly, the recipe is gonna be down below in the deets. Do not miss out on this, all right? And until next time, peace, love, and blessings. I told you I was gonna eat this whole thing. This is the one thing I ate the whole thing of today. Extra cheese me. Oh, so good. I'm gonna eat probably 2. What I've done. My band? Mom, you remember that? My band. Who was that? And Slim Shady. Well, who was he singing with? Okay, sorry. We're rolling though.
You guys don't doom scroll until you fall asleep?
Of course we do.
And then wake up and doom scroll again?
Sorry, can we not? I'm almost done with this. Mother. Oh, she's washing it for me. Let me shut up. All right, y'all. Back to the dough. Period. I'm all about the dough. Literally. Quite literally and figuratively. This definitely had garlic in it at some point. I'm getting a little garlic. I'm like, wait a minute.